Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dude and dudettes. I'm Matt Burns.
And we are late.
Yes, we are.
Damn you updates.
No. I'm sorry. No. You didn't do it justice.
Did I not?
No, it's damn you updates!
Yeah, fair enough. Pain in the ass.
Yeah. Let's restart it quickly because it needs to, it's running laggy. We're getting the practice in quickly. Running a bit laggy. Let's restart it.
Yeah, that's just what we need.
Yeah, restart it. Update. Windows update. Java update, which it doesn't need and removes it. Then, seeing as we're using the power of the internet via Skype.
Yeah, it's not fun when it goes tits up.
No. So, we apologise in advance for being late.
Yes.
But
meantime,
yeah, go on.
I am James Irvine before Matt Burns starts ranting, because it is ranty today.
Understatement.
Yeah, understatement of the century. So you may have all noticed that we've missed, a couple episodes?
Yeah.
Couple episodes. Obviously, for obvious reasons. I will state for the record now that, yes, I was injured. Yes, it sucked. Yes, I've had an operation. Yes, it was major surgery. Yes, I was in a lot of pain. And no, I could not do the episode last weekend.
Oh, hell no.
I do apologise, but needs must at the end of the day. I think everyone can appreciate that.
Yeah, I do, but at the same time, I know exactly what's going to be thrown back at us. Oh, couldn't Matt do it by himself?
Well, it wouldn't be the same.
It's not the same. One, it's
not the same. Do you know what it is? I know, right? I know for a fact that when I sit down and talk to myself, it's in my head. I don't talk out loud. It's easier to talk to myself inside my head to tell myself how much of a knob I am. I don't need to fucking broadcast it all over the internet. And yes, I know it's before the watershed. And to be honest, this week, quite frankly, I don't give a shit.
At least we still have our banner message that does actually go on to the clips.
Yes, exactly.
So we sort
it's
of
there for a reason.
But anyway, that aside, there was also illness on my side as well. I wasn't exactly feeling cracked up myself, and on top of that, with doing it on my own, I didn't want to just put out just content, just go, there you go, while I'm self-internalizing and talking about my own thoughts, instead of it being a conversation.
We don't want to end up losing listeners because Matt Burns is ill and, people aren't willing to listen to just one person on their own. You don't listen to Joe Rogan talking to himself,
yes.
Even though he is an interesting fellow, but,
and has some interesting thoughts.
Controversial ones sometimes.
Of course.
But, it just depends. I know other people might do it. I know people might say, oh, yeah, Jim Cornette probably does it all, blah, blah, blah. Yes, they do. We don't care about that. This is the burning truth. If you want to go and listen to Jim Cornette and everybody else, go and listen to them, not us.
And on top of that, bear in mind, I did actually cover the burning. Never again.
There's that Skype thing again. There goes that Skype sound again.
Oh, that get Google.
Yeah, it sounded a bit. Anyway, it's the power of the internet, folks. What do you expect? It's not perfect.
Correct. And on top of that, I've had to just load up my notes, so it could have been that. And believe me when I say this, I know what you're thinking. We have notes.
Well, he does. I don't.
Yeah, I kind of needed notes for this week because...
Yeah, well, before we even start,
Oh no! Before we even start, I'm just going to put out one thing. As I was saying, yes, as much as I could have done it by myself, I'm not going to go back to them days where it's just myself ever again. If one of us can't make it, then there isn't going to be an episode. It's not fair. It's not fair to put it all on one individual. And on top of that, it is damn near. It makes it very difficult to do on your own because you're having to change material on the fly.
Yeah. It's
Even
like
though
you stump your toe, you talk to yourself and tell yourself how much of a twat you are.
I'm blame the
But you
coffee
can't.
table.
Yeah, and blame the coffee table. Or the door. Or the bed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But still, it's there. It's there. You know, it's there for a reason. This is what we're saying. It's that we can't do it on our own. It's just...
It's a team
we
effort.
could. It just wouldn't be the same. It'd be weird. But anyway, I'm going to draw a line in the sand there. We couldn't do it because I was getting over a major operation. I still don't feel 100% this week. If you don't like it, tough, lump it. I got injured. I had an operation. I'm back.
Yes.
It could be worse. I could be dead. Simple.
On top of that, what an episode to come back on.
Yeah, I was just about to say. With all the strain and stress and everything that's gone on over the last, month?
Yep.
It is actually a privilege to be able to announce that this week's episode, does it fall on the anniversary or...
Tomorrow's the official day.
Right. Well, anyway, tomorrow would be the official day, or will be the official day, of a 7-year anniversary for TBT.
Yeah, 7 years ago.
7 years ago, and as you can tell by the weary voice of Matt Burns, that he's probably going to cry a little bit.
No, I'm not.
But it's not just the anniversary, though, is it? Fuckface.
It's not officially the anniversary yet, so there's nothing to get weary about. I'll probably be more weary next week.
But it's not the only anniversary, though, is it, Mr. Burns?
No, it's not. It's not. It's also an additional anniversary.
Yes. Wonder what that could be. Something that we probably missed the other week when we had to miss an episode because of injuries.
Reasons?
Yeah, injuries and illnesses and stuff like that. So it's going to get brushed aside.
Well,
But
it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. No, it shouldn't be. So what anniversary are we talking, Mr. Burns?
We're talking when a certain colleague of mine decided to join TBT, The Burning Truth, and create hell on earth for me. At times.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Now, of course, we are on about the anniversary of when James Irvine joined The Burning Truth.
Oh, yeah.
I know everyone's going to sit there and say, but, you shouldn't be celebrating that. Yeah, you should. Because it's still special. It should still be special. It still counts.
Why would people say that? I don't know. Why would it... How could you not say that? How dare you? How
dare they be mean?
No, I believe it came out of your mouth, but whatever.
No, it wasn't me. I'm actually agreeing with you.
No, it's all right.
I'm agreeing with you.
Now that's out of the way, it is a special occasion. So without further ado, I'm going to bring to you a Sunday just after, slightly late, should I say, actually, Sunday after 6 p.m. watershed.
6:21.
6:21. So we'll make this one quick because a lot to discuss. And obviously, because I don't feel 100%, I don't want to be too long because it'll kill me. The following broadcast may contain language, opinions, and topics that may not be suitable for younger listeners or for those that are sliths and filthy tossers.
Nonces.
And
anyone who,
smegheads.
Yeah, I agree with that.
However, I do have a sneaky suspicion, and I do believe that the Rugrats is much easier on the eyes and ears.
Original or remake?
Just for you sensitive ones, it's got to be the original. Can't be doing that fucking remake bullshit.
Oh, you mean the 3D graphic one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next topics, though, I also believe that we need to do our regular announcements that we are in full support of
Black Lives Matter
and hashtag speaking out. I was actually going to switch it around a bit, but if you're going to butt in, then fair enough.
No, I'm going to butt in right now, and we are, of course, in full support of LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, thank God I didn't have to say it this week.
I thought I'd give you a miss this week.
I'll try not to laugh too much because it hurts my head.
But bear in mind, if me doing it could have been an absolute disaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I made sure to have the letters up in front of me on the screen, like a teleprompter.
Said notes. I see.
Yes.
Well, anyway, at least you're there now.
Of course.
But, and it's a big but.
Yeah.
No, it's just your butt.
I know.
Yeah, stuff on that funny. I don't know why. But yeah, so like I say, let's just make it clear. I'll just let people know what I had done. So that's why I ended up missing. What I had done, the surgery was I had to have a line in my hairline cut from 3/4 away across my head, all the way down to my right-hand side earlobe. I had to have my face peeled down. Yes, everybody, you hear me correctly. I had to have my face peeled down, my eyeball taken out of its socket, bones had to be taken out, and they had to be put together with, obviously, modern day technology. They managed to print my skull on a 3D printer and make it extremely symmetrical. So now I actually have an asymmetrical face, which feels really weird to me.
And by the way, I actually thought you were going to come back as the $1 billion Irvine.
Yeah, billion. Or no, what Gabriel Lee would have you believe that, what was it he called me?
Cyborg?
No, it wasn't Cyborg. Oh, that was it. The Iron Cheek.
The Iron Cheek.
The Iron Cheek. So yes, then I had to have all my bones plated back around my eye socket and up to my ear, just above my ear. So that now is metal plated. My nose is metal plated on the right hand side. My face was then replaced. It was my eyeball and my face were replaced. It was stapled and stitched. Now I'm not going to tell you how many staples, but all I can say, you are close. Somewhere in between 30 and 50 staples.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to count them because it made me sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was a lot of staples, and yeah, it knocked the wind out of me. So I was not very well for. I wasn't able to walk for a week.
Understandable.
Without assistance. I wasn't able to walk for about a week without assistance. I had to be taken to the toilet, which is degrading, embarrassing for me because I'm so independent. But it needs must, and I just want to say now that I want to give everyone a big thank you that supported me and actually helped me, and just generally looked after me and checked up on me, whether it be through text message, phone call, actually being at my home and looking after me. You know, my mum's been extremely supportive, so it's been a very emotional time for me. Very emotional time. So this is why I've been doing vlogs. It's why I've not been doing episodes. So there you go. That's what's happened to me anyway.
Exactly. And speaking of the vlog, there wasn't one this week simply because, well, I was busy, you were unwell, and on top of that, I feel as though with the vlogs, at the same time, if it feels as though it's going to be rushed, then it shouldn't be done.
Yeah, so exactly. So, you know, but anyway, let's get started with the topics because I'm, you know, I don't want people thinking that I'm just rambling on about me and my problems. I just wanted to explain the severity of the situation that I was actually in. So,
Correct.
It gives you an understanding.
Yes, and to kick it off, oh boy, we've got to discuss the details of what we won't entertain or we waste everyone has been doing lately.
I'm going to assume by that statement that you meant the WWE.
Yes, I was just about to say. And in case if I really didn't understand WWE.
Yeah.
Let me just get this out the way. I haven't bothered watching Raw or SmackDown. As much as I know we do that joke as what we've done in the past, I'm not bothering. Raw's just been trashed to the point where I can't watch it. And SmackDown was pretty much completely uncompelling and had me pretty much removed from it from the announcements that was revealed by WWE this week.
And because I haven't watched it, I really didn't give a shit. So
I'll be honest with you, you're better off.
That's good.
No,
I like it when I'm right.
Yeah, you were much better off. To put it into perspective, WWE decided to do some releases this week. And the releases were due to budget cuts.
Even though they've just...
We'll get to that.
No, you can't just do that to people. That's not fair.
It is because it's gonna all plan into what I've got coming into it.
Come on then, let's have it.
Right, would you like the list of people?
Well, I've seen the list. I don't need the list. The
When
viewers, the listeners, the viewers of WWE need the list.
Of course.
I don't need it because I find it a load of shit.
Yes, of course. We'll start off with B-Fab of Hit Row. Wow, that was a great promotion to be promoted to SmackDown. 2 weeks removed and then immediately removed. Oh, and also had her part of their entrance music of Hit Row where it goes Hit Row removed. So it just looks like we're Hit Row.
Can you just do me a favour?
Yeah.
And never ever sing that part of that song ever again.
I can't. I'm not going to do it again.
No, I was just about to say, please never ever do that ever again.
No, I'm not.
I found that rather disturbing.
But the point being is, the one protection of it that makes it stand out has been completely removed, all because it's her voice and they'd instantly released it. And to make matters even worse, she's got now a 90-day non-compete because she got upgraded. Well done. Then Ember Moon completely just gone. Bye-bye. Never mind the fact that she's an absolutely amazing athlete, knows what she, when she's on the ball, stands out massively. Did well in NXT. Really well. Went up to Raw, went up to the main roster, and nothing. Brought her back down, tried different things, and...
Nothing.
Anyway, moving on. Eva Marie, yay, new contract. She looks good, she looks fine, she looks amazing. And there goes the contract already. Losing to Dewdrop.
Yeah, so what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that you are not safe whether you have had a contract or not.
No, because there's more on this list. Then we've got Frankie Monet.
Monet.
It doesn't matter. Taya Valkyrie. There you go. Less than 10 matches on NXT, and bye!
Yeah.
Who in the right mind thought that Taya Valkyrie needed to have a gimmick change to be supposedly fashionable or something? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Then we've got Gran Metalik. Apologies for the butchery of names.
Again.
And Lindsay Dorado. But then again, they're happy.
Well, because they would be, because they're safe.
No, do you know why they're actually happy? They asked for their release.
Wait, did I get a shortened list or something?
Why?
I didn't know about that.
Because Gran and Lindsay asked for their release.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they've been asking for their release for quite some time.
Huh. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, because we've got plenty to go through yet. Because then we've also got Harry Smith, David Boy Smith's son, who was making a comeback, originally planning to go to NXT UK, but due to travel issues couldn't because of the pandemic. Fine, not a problem. Then it was planned for him to go onto the main roster, and wouldn't you know, it's released.
You know what I actually thought you were going to say? Not Harry Smith. I thought you were just about to turn around and say Harry Styles. I was just about to tell you to fuck off and stop taking the piss.
I'm pretty sure if they fucking had him, he'd be fucking... He'd probably release him within 2 days.
Yep.
Right, then apologies in advance again.
Oh, no, you're not going to do it again, are you?
Jeet Rama.
Yeah.
Gone. Jesse Kamea. Bye-bye. We've also got Katrina Cortez, who I will say has been quite happy-go-lucky, saying thank you to WWE. No idea why.
I was about to say, it baffles me when they thank WWE, because we all know that they've treated them like shit.
Yeah.
Even Bryan Danielson, it just confused me when he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to slag him off," and I was just like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Please do. Then we've also got Zayda Ramir.
Who?
I think Zayda, and then Ramier.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. Bye bye. Then we've got Trey Baxter, who was not doing much on NXT, but my God, he is actually a smart businessman. Because immediately after he gets his release, he calls up GCW. Yeah, 30 days, I'll be back for you. And they announce him back in 30 days' time.
God.
The exact day he gets released.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So he'll be going back to his independent name of Blake Christian.
Yep.
Yay! Then we've got Ernie Lawken.
We haven't even got to the serious names yet.
Oh, no, not yet. We've got Ernie Lawken, who's pretty much... why is he being released? Because wasn't he a part of a massive faction on the regular NXT? Oh, that's right. They did the NXT 2.0 bull crap and made him into a jobber.
Yeah, they're pretty good at doing that.
And I'm hoping now that they're not looking towards Pete Dunne next. Please do not.
If they do that, then they're going to be... Honestly, they will be seriously in shit, because you can't just... he's one of the best in the world at what he does.
Yeah.
And he deserves to be treated a hell of a lot more. Why he ever signed that contract extension, I do not know. But
no idea.
Needs musts. He was probably promised something, and as WWE are very good at doing, they under-deliver. So
we've then got Scarlet Bordeaux, which was the best part of Karrion Kross, but was immediately taken away, rumoured to become a wrestler herself, and did nothing to then be released while still under NXT. Wow. Can it get much worse for her? Oh yeah, it can, because her father, Karrion Kross, was on the chopping block next. Supposedly the NXT champion, while he was champion, got his debut on Raw. Yeah, I look badass, but I just lost my message because they've now transferred me up to the main roster. I'm the NXT champion. I look amazing. Losing to Jeff Hardy immediately. Yeah, that gives credibility straight away.
Yeah. He didn't have his new gimmick then, though, did he?
No. He didn't even have his new gimmick. He was undefeated, however, at the time. Till Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad about that, though.
I'm glad about it to a degree, and the reason why Jeff Hardy won was because he was going back to his old music that he really, really wanted. Fair enough.
But I think we all wanted that.
Fair enough. He lost, but why the hell are they jobbing out their NXT champion to Jeff Hardy in less than a minute? No idea why.
I know why.
Of course, burying NXT. But then, let's move on to the next part. Yeah, how do I explain this one?
I don't know.
I know. You can't get over right now, even though we just buried you with Jeff Hardy. Let's give you a gimmick change, shall we? I think the writers were considering a gladiator gimmick. What we got was the Wish version, or should we say the BDSM version?
Well, yeah. I can't really describe what the fuck that was meant to be.
He looked like a poor man's Demolition version.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
And that's what's being fucking nice.
No, that's you being nice.
Yeah, it is actually. Which didn't get over. Big shocker. And by the way, management actually put the blame on Karrion Kross for this.
Yeah, I'm not being funny, but I would put the blame on him too, because I just find he's got zero personality when he's in the ring.
No. I'm saying they actually put him in like some sort of gimp outfit onto a family show and said, "Get that motherfucker over." And it's like, how? How? While still no Scarlet around.
Yeah, she could have bought him out with a ball and chain or something like that, or a dog lead.
I could have added to it at least. Right, but no, we don't get that. He's then about to be repackaged again and released.
I just don't understand it, I don't. How many times can you repackage one superstar?
We're not done with repackaging.
But at least fair play to Karrion Kross. Fair play to him. On Twitter, I saw a little tweet.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to say. Please add the honours.
Well, yeah, actually somebody on Twitter brought up the fact that he about his new ring attire,
his helmet,
his helmet, for him to respond and say, "Nah, nobody wants that shit."
Someone actually asked if they could actually acquire the helmet from him. And he's like, "Nope, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that shit.
Why would anybody want that shit?" So fair play to him on that one.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Fair play. I would be fucking pissed if I had to come out into the ring in a fucking gimp suit with a big circle in the middle that makes it look like it's a Todger ring.
Followed by Fall and Pray as his theme music.
Exactly. you know something, that if that doesn't scream sexual predator, then I don't know what does.
That's what I mean. It's like, really? You're going down this route? With everything that's been going on? What the fuck?
Rather disturbing, folks. Rather disturbing.
Right. And I'm now going to move on to one that... Well, no, you know what? No. I'm going to continue down the line I've got in front of me.
That sounded like drug paraphernalia, but okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
Miriam. Right? Miriam, who is an absolute amazing wrestler, phenomenal, right? But do you know how well she's been treated at WWE? And this is NXT included.
Yeah, but you haven't really said. I know some people will say that they heard what you said, but I didn't, clearly.
What?
Who's not been treated? I didn't hear you.
Miriam.
Oh, yeah.
Or Reckoning, if you want her Retribution name.
No, I didn't want the Retribution name.
Right. Miriam was far more entertaining as Jade when working for TNA/Impact Wrestling. Well, she didn't do much there. But then, what did she do on NXT? That was it. Wrestled a bit, lose a few matches, and then got called up immediately into the Retribution angle. Oh, I think the most she did on NXT, actually, she tagged with Keith. More on that later. More on that later. Right, she got called up to the main roster as part of Retribution as Reckoning, which did nothing for her, completely buried her. She ended up losing, and part of her mask fell off, and management went ballistic at her because they gave her a flimsy mask that came off from the first move. How's it her fault? She's there to entertain and wrestle. She should have put it back on. Not when the referee threw out the fucking ring.
Yeah, but it's her fault, though.
Yeah, it's her fault, supposedly. Right. Absolute amazing wrestler. And then they said, we're done with the Retribution stuff. Let's just go away and we'll repackage it into, doing nothing and then being let go.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you're rambling now. So can you hurry up and get through the list?
Keith Lee, who got repackaged as Bearcat Keith Lee, seeing as he was absolutely phenomenal on the independent scene, great on NXT, since he's been up, been buried, been told to cover up his body, been told to stop being limitless and be Bearcat Lee.
Yep.
And
this is me just being like reasonable here, because this topic is not a small topic. Because it could drag on for a long time, this topic. Well, let's face facts. It is another slap in the face to professional wrestling and to the general audience who watch. It just really is.
Yeah, 100%.
I fucking hate Vince and his creative fucking squad all heads.
You want the biggest insult as well? After they released him, one, Keith Lee went out and said the Bearcat wasn't his idea, and WWE has gone out. Officials have stated that Keith Lee is difficult to work with.
No, is he fuck?
Because
he turned around and said he doesn't like something because it's shit. That's because it is fucking shit, you arse clowns.
You're about to hear a pattern here. Do you know who's the last person they said that about?
You mean see a pattern?
No, you'll see a pattern. Do you know the last person they said that about? Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, and where's he now? Oh, that's it. He's in a better place. Going to.
Yeah, going to be in a better place. But supposedly, they're difficult to work with. What? Because they actually stood up and just said, hang on, why the fuck are you doing this to me? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You fuck off, you fucking pricks.
Make sure you let the fucking cut them out, you bastards.
You fucking monster.
Right. Then it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, moving on to the last person to be released.
Yes.
Nia Jax.
Moving on.
I've actually got to add on to this, unfortunately. Simply because the rumours going around is because she's anti-vax. Rumoured. And fighting for others were, supposedly. Now, as much as the rumour is, it's only speculation. Nia Jax has actually gone on the record saying it's got fuck all to do with it. There wasn't any option in regards to it. She was actually on a mental health break. They asked her to come back in November, I think 13th. It was supposed to be. She asked for an extension because she wasn't well. They didn't get back to it and just released it.
That's shades of CM Punk right there, isn't it?
A little bit. So, anybody, it's a bit crap. Right? And to top it all off, you think they've done that? No, they actually went through their own business managers and cut some of them out. So, and all in all this year, we potentially just on wrestlers alone, we've got over 70 plus wrestlers being released. This year alone.
And you look at the majority of those wrestlers, but that's not just WWE, obviously.
No, that's just WWE.
Oh, fucking joking.
70 plus.
70 plus wrestlers from WWE alone.
Alone.
I'm just going to let that sink in a minute, because obviously Ring of Honor have had to...
I was about to announce that probably after. They've had to announce their releases of the entire roster, but that's due to other issues that they've got money-wise and are closing the door, potentially closing shows for the first quarter of 2022.
But the difference is, though, is that they have actually agreed to carry on paying their superstars until a certain date.
Yeah. Exactly. So, and they've also said, even while they're currently under contract, they are welcome to wrestle anywhere as of right now, even while they're still under contract.
Exactly. So you're not restricting them from earning money.
No. If anything, they're actually pushing to try and help them get more.
I wonder who else could learn a lesson like that. Oh, wait, no, he can't because he's too money orientated and a bit of a prick.
Hey, are you ready for this?
I'm ready for the kicker, yes.
Right. They've also released other people, anyone who's been with the WWE for over 10 years potentially, or anyone who's been 5 years plus in management, they've gone as well. So we've potentially got over 100 people who've lost their jobs at WWE this year alone.
Nice one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And they're not done. There's rumours going around saying anyone who's not been on TV recently or been off for a long time as well could be get on the chopping block soon. And this is all for budget cuts.
Wow.
And I haven't even got to the kicker yet. The kicker is that this was all the cuts that were done recently, the 18 wrestlers being gone and everything, were done immediately after WWE announced their third quarter earnings for the year.
Oh yeah, he finally said it.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, is over. I think it's just over $250 million in profits.
And that is disgusting.
And it's their most profitable year. And you've got Stephanie McMahon saying on this announcement, unfortunately, there is some bad news. Miz has been eliminated from Dancing with the Stars. Never mind the fact that they're about to fucking fire 18 wrestlers.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't think anyone gives a shit that the Miz is Dancing on the Stars. And I really don't.
What makes it even weirder is somebody who I know we don't like because he says, and this is the news.
Oh, fuck off.
Wait, you need to see his reaction to it. He has a fucking mental breakdown.
He has a fucking mental breakdown.
Oh no, he loses it. You need to see his reaction.
No, thank you. I've had my fill of fucking idiots.
Fair enough. But anyway, point being is, they're actually making money, so why the fuck are they stating budget cuts? Oh, and the person who's making the announcements around the clock is Mr. John Laurinaitis.
No, wow, that'll make him Mr. Popular again.
He's always been the one who cuts people. I don't mean with a knife.
You know in America, they've got when they go, say they're trying out for a football team, an American football team or a hockey team or something like that, and you've got them standing in a row, it goes, cut, 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 cut. Yeah, that's John Laurinaitis, that is.
We're not done yet because you just remind me of a topic to do with this, actually. On top of that, anyone who wants to join NXT or be considered or want to train with WWE, by the way, you can get a full contract, but by the way, you've also got a 2-month probation period with them, meaning they can cut your ass immediately within that 2-month period.
Yep.
Oh, and if you're a female wrestler, you've got to be below the age of 25 to even be considered.
That is just fucking wrong.
Yeah. That is fucking wrong because talent is talent and entertainment is entertainment. Why the fuck are you limiting that resources?
Yeah, there's just so many talented wrestlers out there, right? That they don't probably hit the peak until they hit about 30. So why is that fair?
Well, hang on. I can name you 2 wrestlers right now that were past 30 and became world champions.
Well, yeah, but it's not the point, though, is it?
DDP and Batista, ringing the bells?
Yeah, but they're not the only ones, though, are they?
No,
there's plenty of others out there that are still way above 30. Edge, Christian.
No. When they actually started to wrestle.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
When they actually started to wrestle, if you pick up the business and you take to the fucking scene like a duck to water, then what's the issue? I don't see one. It's actually more marketable, and you don't look as generic when you get a bit older because you are battle scarred. You are different because
You've got your history.
Yeah, exactly. So you get where I'm coming from, don't you?
Oh, 100%. I actually 100% agree with you on this one. And regardless of it, I've seen people train to wrestle at 42. At 42.
I just want to say I'm training to wrestle. Well, I was. I was training. I started last year in January, and I was 33.
Yeah.
33, nearly 34.
Yep.
And I picked it up pretty quickly. That's why I ended up on shows as quick as I did.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't perfect. I needed a bit of work, but
who doesn't?
Now obviously with the injury and that, it's going to be a while before I get back in the ring. But at least I know that there's a chance for me to get there.
Exactly, and on top of that, as long as you know what the risks are, what you do, and everyone who's getting involved in it knows the risks and everything. At the same time, if they're putting in the effort and they are, like you said, a duck to water, and the crowd are getting behind them, they would be foolish not to. But then again, we know WWE, anything that they didn't make, they have to break.
Exactly.
Why did I just envision a small child that says, I want? No idea why.
I really don't know why, actually. I'm kind of confused as to why you would think that.
No, I just envisioned WWE being that bratish child that, always wants a toy. I want this, I want that. As soon as they get it, sling it in the bin.
Yeah. No, I got you now. Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yep.
I do.
Great TV show. Should come back, hopefully. But won't.
But anyway, where were we?
Right. So basically, WWE are now lining up and saying, you either agree to our terms or bye-bye. Honestly, I hope somebody actually looks into their working ethic of employment, because fuck me, last time I checked, they're independent workers. So how can they get away with it?
There does need to be a thingy body, though, a governing body.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I also agree that wrestlers should have a certain particular license.
Yes.
Because am I right in saying that if you wanted to compete in the Olympics as, a wrestler, as in,
and as an athlete,
mat wrestling,
amateur wrestling,
yeah, exactly. If you wanted to do that, I'm pretty sure you have to have a license to be an Olympic.
You have to have a professional license. You have to have certain checks, DBS checks, other checks, and if you're being a coach, you have to have thorough checks on that one.
I wonder why, but yeah, okay.
No, I think the reason why is because with the trainers, it's more or less sort of depending on when someone's joining into wrestling. But that could be under safeguarding and everything as well, which should be there as well.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we are digressing.
Yes, we are.
I think that's what needs to happen anyway. I could be wrong, I could be right, but there are certain people out there that take the piss out of the wrestling system, and they need to be checked. And WWE, I'm afraid, are one of them.
I agree that there should be a governing body. And bear this in mind, I'm actually, as some of you may know, promoter.
Yeah, but where are the wrestlers' rights, though? You know what I mean?
No, I'm agreeing with you on this one.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. If you're going to be working for a company, I think there should be ways. So, say, the last show, Lee Hunter.
Yeah.
You have wrestlers that tend to like to drop out at the last minute, and
I'll just point this on for record. Lee Hunter's never done that before.
No. I'm not. I'm just using as an example. Okay, I'll use somebody else as an example. Okay, let's go higher up the hierarchy. Let's go up to someone like, say, back in the day, if Triple H missed a show or Austin missed a show like they did, Vince McMahon, no doubt, would fine their ass, which he did. I've got to fine you, blah, blah, blah. That's because they're under contract.
Yeah.
So I reckon there should be some sort of miniature contract that once you're approaching, you agree to work on that person's show, you should have a contract that is drawn, either whether it be a verbal contract or whether it just be a contract in trust. I don't know what needs to happen there. All I do know is that that's what should help protect the promoter and the business itself. But then, on the other hand, when you've got a promoter that decides, oh, I'm not going to book you because, I found somebody else that's better. So say now we're going down the hierarchy and you've got somebody like Bobby Fish.
Right.
And they don't want to thingy Bobby Fish because they can get hold of CM Punk. So they drop Bobby Fish at the last minute because CM Punk can do it. You get where I'm going with
Yeah,
this?
I get what you mean. Basically, given a promise for putting on to a show and then pull out last second because they think they've got someone better.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is unfair working rights. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there was talk a while back of equity being involved in it, like building up a union. Unionising it.
Yeah,
which
makes sense.
Hopefully they are still working on that and trying to get that across the independent scene, and hopefully try and get that eventually make it plausible for it to be worldwide. Because if they are able to do that, it's just at the moment, and this is where, for myself, I feel as though I might have a bit of insider knowledge with me being a promoter and also a wrestler. It's got to work both ways. It's got to work for the promoter and the wrestler.
Because nowadays it's probably been the same for the last, 10, 15 years, where promoter just sends a wrestler a text or a message. Next thing you know, can you work for us? Yeah. Can you do this? Yeah, I'll be there. Then they don't turn up.
Yeah.
I forgot it was today, blah, blah, blah. No, you didn't. You just couldn't be asked to turn up.
Yeah. Just say.
Just say, don't lie. Don't like liars. Simple as.
If you can't make it, you can't make it.
But, excuse me. But this is where I think it needs to be unionized. I think it needs to be
unionized.
I think it needs to be more closely monitored of what's happening to promoters via wrestlers and from wrestlers to promoters.
No, I agree.
And, I just know that there are certain people out there that be like, oh, yeah, I'm on board for that. Well, you probably wouldn't have been about 10, 15 years ago because probably you were one of the nonces.
Who was probably bending the system.
Oh, I hope particular people are listening to that and they hear that comment, because I hope it fucking resonates with them and pisses them right off. And if it pisses you off, it means you are part of thy fucking problem.
Which then that's their own subconscious telling them you're
a cunt.
Dick. Yeah. I was building up to it, you bastard.
Yeah, but I'm too straight to the point.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so that's that for me. I think it just needs closely monitoring. I think it does need unionising. It's just fair on the wrestlers and promoters. You can't say it one way and you can't say it another way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'd agree with that. It needs to go both ways. It can't, bear this in mind, most contracts that are actually developed are meant to be protecting both parties, not one side.
Yeah, but also it needs to be unbiased, because we've seen it in the past, FIFA, where it's been a biased, a biased cash under the table and cash in the hand kind of situation, or an offshore account in fucking Bermuda or wherever, because we all know things go missing in Bermuda.
Especially in the triangle area.
Yeah, especially in the triangle. But anyway, it's there. I'm not clutching at straws. I think what I'm saying is right. If I'm wrong and you disagree with me, message us, give us a shout.
It's a conversation. The
We'll
difference is it's a conversation.
And you never know. We might actually come up with a happy medium that both parties are happy with. Who knows?
Isn't that
but
what conversations
if you're
do?
directly not happy about the comments that we are making, A, you're part of the problem. B, go fuck yourself. And C, I hope you get found out quicker than you think.
Or if there's an actual genuine reason why we could be potentially wrong, bring it to our attention. Let's have a conversation, like my colleague just said. Let's see if there's a happy medium. But if you're outright just going, oh, I don't like that because you're accusing me, even though we haven't actually accused anybody, and it's just your subconscious telling you that you're being accused, which means you're part of the problem, then that's your issue. To be blunt.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a fart.
Yeah.
I'm on
that's just to be
what
blunt.
do you expect? It turns me into a Windy Miller.
And not Simon Miller.
Silent Miller. He could actually come to the ring with a gag in his mouth.
Nope.
And be called Silent Miller. I'm going to run that by him if I ever meet him. I go like, Simon, did you know that you could do this?
Good God, no comments. No comments.
And then I could proceed to slag his mate off to him.
Or he'd probably join him.
Oh, he'd probably join him or whatever. Anyway, that's where I stand on the situation, so I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, that's a happy medium for us because essentially it should be all fair across the board. But anyway, shall we get on to the fact that WWE hasn't even announced any matches for Survivor Series yet?
Haven't they announced the Raw team?
Oh no, they've announced all teams now.
Oh, right, okay.
And they didn't do it.
Getting ready to use the last of the talent that they have left before they all flee the sinking ship.
Pretty much. And are you ready for this? I've actually got the full list of who's on.
It's not going to be a normal Survivor Series, is it?
Nope.
One that I begged for last year and one that I really hoped for.
We all thought we'd get Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Nope, we don't get that. We've got the men's Raw versus the men's SmackDown, men's women's Raw, and WWE Raw women's against WWE SmackDown women's. And instead of it being announced on the show on who's joining which team and everything, they just put it out on social media, just going, and there we go.
Yeah, there's no build up to it anymore, so now that says Survivor Series is now no longer one of the major pay-per-views.
Yeah. And on the men's Raw's team, we have Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio.
Wow, who called that one? That's like all their major superstars on that fucking list that aren't in the main event picture.
Oh, this is going to hurt that. Well, Seth Rollins is the number one contender at the moment, supposedly, for Big E's championship.
Where the fucking hell did he pluck that one out of thin air?
He won it in a ladder match on Raw.
Ah, yes, them notorious ladder matches that were only supposed to be held every so often, but now seem to be every fucking week.
Yeah. And Kevin Owens is even announced on Raw, by the way, when he's possibly leaving as well.
Yeah, I got the reference. I did see the post.
Yes.
I did.
On top of that, we've also got WWE SmackDown's men's side. Oh, this is going to be a rad 2-1. We have Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, Xavier Woods, Sami Zayn, Happy Corbin.
Wait, what?
Yeah. On the WWE SmackDown side, for the men's side, we have Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Xavier Woods, Sami Zayn, and Happy Corbin.
Do you ever just pick up a bag of all sorts and just think, nah, I'm not feeling this today?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that.
So that means Drew McIntyre is not going to be fighting for the belt on the pay-per-view. Because what they'll probably be doing is their usual trick of WWE Champion versus WWE Universal Champion. Stick.
Hang on a minute, hang on. I'm confused now because did I miss the draft?
Why?
Because a lot of that just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, you might have missed the draft. Because Drew McIntyre's on SmackDown now. And so is Jeff Hardy.
Did Did I call that or what?
Yeah. And Jeff Hardy got told to never wear plaid tops again by Brock Lesnar. Only he's allowed to do it.
Well, somebody needs to tell Brock Lesnar that only Cactus Jack is allowed to do it then, or Mick Foley.
I love it.
Or did he forget that?
He probably forgot that.
Think because you're like built like a brick shithouse that's standing in a fucking a December fucking snowstorm that
Because he's a farmer.
That I'm going to be fucking scared of you. Yeah, if I go into a ring with you, I would be fucking petrified.
Which Jeff Hardy was face to face with him. You saw Jeff Hardy go, at least he's told me up front, and just took it off. Advertising his new Jeff Hardy t-shirt.
So that's how they advertise his new Jeff Hardy t-shirt, by telling him to take off a fucking
plain t-shirt.
Oh, for God's sake. WWE creative stop being the arseholes. That is the cheapest way to ever do it, ever. Kudos to Jeff Hardy, though. He's clearly made it pay off.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, I don't know. Fucking Brock Lesnar and his stupid man-meat muscles.
Shall we get to the women's?
How do I even want to know?
Oh, this is going to hurt.
I'm already hurting. I can't describe right now how much I'm hurting. I mean, actually, in a physical sense.
For Raw, we have Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Kamala, and Selena Vega.
Wait, what?
Queen, Selena Vega.
Wait. Go through that list slowly for me again.
Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Carmella.
That was the one that I misheard.
Yep. And Selena Vega.
Has she got rid of that stupid face mask yet?
Nope.
What is it with that face mask? I don't get it.
Because she's supposed to have a face broken by Liv Morgan.
It's a piece of fucking paper. It looks like a fucking child has cut out a face on a piece of paper and gone, here you go, mate. Here's some fucking glue and some glitter and go fucking nuts.
I think they actually tried to pay. I think they actually tried to cash in on the Squid Games.
Jesus Christ! What next? If you don't make a macaroni mask, you're gonna get shot.
Either that, or we can send them the special. What was it? I sent you that picture of a certain quote.
I can't remember. You sent me many pictures, most of them nude.
It's the one. No, it's the one where you have to cut out from the honeycomb.
Oh yeah.
Let's try that. Fuck that off.
Yeah, that's all you had to. Yeah, I was just about to say this. I reckon that's what all these releases have been for. You know, I reckon what they've done is literally got the honeycomb. The honeycomb thing with Scott Steiner's mathematical quiz, and said, right, if you can't solve this, then I'm going to fire you.
And basically only pass it to people who want around, and everyone else gets 1 + 1 = 2.
Yeah, exactly. You get given a mathematical quiz and you've got to solve it in honeycomb. And the only ones that can't are the ones that we don't want here.
So, yeah. Bear in mind that Rhea Ripley is one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions.
I really don't get that. I really don't. That really fucking sucks.
Which I don't think the belt's been returned yet or found.
Ugh, I don't.
Because you got nicknamed it.
I know, but still, I just finding it very difficult to care right now.
Liv Morgan is feuding with Kamala and supposedly Selena Vega, who's teaming up with Kamala. No idea why.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Survivor Series where they all forget that they're feuding together.
Oh, let's get over to SmackDown, shall we?
Oh, fucking hell.
The leader, the first one for SmackDown Women's, Sasha Banks versus Shayna Baszler. Well, not versus, apologies. Teams with Shayna Baszler, Shotzi Blackheart, who just recently turned heel by pushing Sasha down, Natalya, and Aaliyah, who just made her debut.
There you go. Confused yet? I think so.
Yeah. Shotzi, who's turned heel on Sasha Banks, who the crowd don't know if she's heel or face or whatever.
Well, I think we've all can agree that she is a whatever.
Then we've got Shayna Baszler, who's been absolutely been buried lately. I'm surprised isn't on that fucking list. Because supposedly Vince doesn't like her.
Yeah.
But as I say, give it time. Shotzi, who was rumoured to be doing some tagging, is no longer tagging, has been turned heel for reasons.
Reasons? Weren't they like a bag of chocolates?
Yeah. But at least they made fucking sense.
Yeah, I was just about to say they were nice.
And yet, they are still around.
I know, but they are nice.
They are very nice.
I know somebody who likes them, and I keep stealing them.
You bastard.
Look, we all can't have diabetes, okay?
I wasn't talking about that. I was just actually the fact of that doesn't count with me. For reasons I don't give a fuck. It's reasons.
Oh, for God's sake! There are many reasons. There are many reasons, but that's just not one of them.
No, it's not.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Come on! We're fucking slapping lips together all night, otherwise.
It could be worse. Could be twisting nips.
Yeah. And smacking lips.
Yeah, anyway.
And fisting hips.
Whatever floats your boat.
And pulling jips.
All I'll just say is in regards to this, the Survivor Series doesn't fill me with joy.
No. I just thought that's next weekend, isn't it?
What?
Twisting nips and smacking lips and fisting hips.
Oh, and doing matches against Pussycats?
Yeah.
No idea. Don't care.
I bet he would have loved it if he could have booked the Pussycat dolls. Now you're fighting for pussy.
And he'd probably sit there and saying, don't you want a restraining order?
There's a song in there somewhere, I'm sure. I'm sure there is. There's got to be a song in there somewhere.
There'll be a song somewhere. Also on an interview, Sabu's actually stated that he's most likely retired now.
Fucking hell, I thought he retired like 10, 15 years ago.
Nope. He's stating he's most likely retired because he's wrestled with injuries when he shouldn't have done.
No
really?
Shit, Sherlock.
Shit!
No shit, Sherlock, and that was during the match. Not at the beginning. You weren't injured before the match. You were injured fucking like 3/4 of the way in and then carried on the last bit, or then you were injured in the first quarter and then injured for the last bit. You fucking idiot.
Or he was actually injured and just still went in. And he's done that.
He's had a good run though, hasn't he? I mean, come on, how old is he now?
Sabu, right now? Bloody hell.
He's got to be in his late 50s, hasn't he?
He's got to be. And bear this at a ICW show where he was on, and I believe the crowd were that interested in seeing him wrestle, he won fire.
Yeah, that's just encouraging the devil, that is.
That's what I'm saying. We won't fire.
Encouraging the devil. That is just encouraging the devil. Stop it. It's not good. It doesn't end well.
Woman is this? He's no flammable fluid.
You have to repeat that then.
He literally replied back screaming, he's got no flammable fluid.
Oh, for God's sake.
Which in its own right sounds wrong.
He had got some flammable gas, though. Technically.
56, by the way.
Methane.
56.
Yeah, but think about all the great matches he's had over the years.
And bear in mind what matches he's had.
Yeah, and look at the superstars he's had them with.
Yeah.
Come on, the man's a hardcore legend. He should have retired when he turned 50.
Mm-hmm. Bear in mind, he could have retired after he did some of the barbed wire matches he was involved with.
Well, yeah, but that's where the joke comes from, that he should have fucking... he was injured during matches. No shit, Sherlock. Really?
You don't
say. Look, there's some barbed wire wrapped around a fucking bit of 2x4. Oh, look, there's more barbed wire with a wrestler underneath. Oh, look, there's a fucking top rope with barbed wire on it. I know, I'll climb to that top rope with barbed wire on it. I shall do a leg drop with the barbed wire 2x4 under my leg onto the fucking wrestler that's covered in barbed wire.
And he also had a match against Nick Gage.
Oh, the pizza man. Domino's.
Love it.
Wonder if we could get Pizza Hut or Domino's to sponsor us.
Highly doubt it.
Yeah, they weren't too happy about that.
I highly doubt it. They weren't too happy about that, and I'm pretty sure they won't, get involved with us. But then again, I still think they're a bit overpriced.
Yeah, but when you get through it, it's totally worth, like, the 1,000 grams of fucking fat that's in the cheap.
No, it's nice. It's just the fact that, for how long it takes you to get it in, it comes out quicker at the other end.
See, now I'm the other way round, where it comes out a lot slower than I'd like it to.
Anyway.
A lot quicker than I want it to, and comes out a lot slower than I want it to.
Anyway, that aside, because we don't want to be talking too much shit.
I see what you did there. So, yeah, yep. Okay.
Anything else you want to cover?
I just covered my nips, because it's a bit nippy.
And you don't want them twisted
sorry,
either?
You meant topics. Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I do, actually. I'm switching my attention to AEW for the moment. Because I don't want to talk any AEW this week apart from this, because I am like 2 weeks behind.
Yeah.
I literally need to catch up before this Wednesday. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I've got to go to WWE Live tomorrow. So, yeah. What? Oh, didn't you know? I'm going WWE Live in Leeds tomorrow.
On the anniversary?
Yeah.
That's a great present.
Yeah, I think so, but it was just random, so it wasn't planned.
So we've now got a special coverage. We could possibly get a special coverage from WWE Live.
Yeah. Well, you could have a little bit.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
The man is still recovering.
When I went to...
I don't mean Becky Lynch.
When I found out who was actually going to be wrestling on the show, I was like, fuck yes, I've got to do it. I can't help but want to do it.
They haven't been released yet, have they?
Yeah, they have actually, yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah, they've released who's wrestling there.
So basically, the wrestler who you want to go to see has been released.
Oh no! I thought you meant the list being released.
Oh no! I thought. Bloody hell!
Although I wish you wouldn't just go to the other opposition, but Jeff Hardy is going to be there.
Yep.
And dude, I have got practically front row tickets.
Nice.
So not only may I get to stroke Jeff Hardy, I may get to kiss him as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amongst others, though, there's quite a lot of talent that's there that is not to be that we weren't expecting, that I wasn't expecting. Charlotte Flair's going to be there. I mean, yeah, I just hate.
Charlotte might not be there.
Ooh, that might have changed then.
Charlotte Flair might not be there because supposedly there was a rumour talk of her not being there because of certain things that have been going on backstage because of her argument that she had recently on TV.
Well, either way, I'll be happy. I know Bianca Belair is going to be there, and it'd be great to watch her wrestle again because she was fantastic last time I saw her.
Phenomenal worker.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I know Becky Lynch is going to be there and Seth Rollins, so that'll be good. Finn Balor, again, love him. Kevin Owens.
Not sad.
Happy Corbin. Happy Corbin.
Oh, you mean Happy Corbin and Madcap? His mate Madcap.
Oh, yes.
I know.
I actually hope the Street Profits are going to be there again because I really like them. They're so funny.
Over.
Very, very
massively over.
I think I'm going to be clutching at straws here, but I think Rhea Ripley. I think. I could be wrong.
Probably with New Gear and probably having to have a replacement belt.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre.
Hooray!
Again. Jinder Mahal. And no, they're not actually having a match this time, which thank fuck for that. Just trying to think who else.
Basically, it's not just centered to Raw or just SmackDown.
I think there's actually a Fatal 4-Way that's going to be on there as well.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Who's Jeff Hardy and Finn Balor?
Oh, that'd be good. That sounds good.
So I could be wrong. Like I say, I'm going into it not speculating what matches or going looking or searching for what matches. If I see something, it'll spoil it for me. But at the end of the day, I'll be happy to go and watch certain particular wrestlers. So yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Sami Zayn, I think he's going to be there as well. I think that'll be a fucking treat.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. With his new theme music as well.
Yeah, not a fan of it, but whatever.
But he is, because it upsets the crowd.
Yeah.
Good heel work.
Yeah, good heel work. But yeah, like I say, Sami Zayn's cool. But so yeah, there we go. I'll be going to watch that and I can't wait. But anyway, so I want to do a bit of AEW, if I may.
Go ahead.
Oh, actually, no. I want to talk about Kevin Owens, actually.
Okay.
Because it's not just Kevin Owens. There's a couple that are actually... the contracts are due to expire. And there's big rumours of them going to the opposition.
Would that be Kyle O'Reilly, Johnny Gargano, and Kevin Owens? And possibly Sami Zayn eventually?
That would be very, 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 very much so.
Bear in mind that supposedly on a dark match, Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano wrestled on a dark match on SmackDown. Because Vince is supposedly wanting to bring them up.
Quick question, Mr. Burns. Yeah. Where did Karrion Kross go?
Yeah, Raw.
Exactly, thank you. So we'll have less of that speculation. Thank you very much. But there we go. There is speculation. If they do end up on the main roster, then good luck to them because they are going to fucking need it.
Because they'll probably get buried, get absolutely trashed, and then get let go.
Yeah, exactly. We could have had mega storylines still from Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and, Seth Rollins and all that lot. We could have had more storylines from them. We could have possibly had more storylines with The Fiend. We could have had loads of storylines with Big E and the New Day. They could have been the opposition to the Bloodline. It's just endless. Just endless. The possibilities are endless. But yeah, like I say, there's contracts coming up, and I would not be surprised if they end up leaving.
Oh, bear in mind, doing an Adam Cole. Yeah, not interested. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Because
and I actually know what month some of their contracts actually expire.
Yeah, I believe Kevin Owens is December or January.
January.
Kyle O'Reilly, is he February? I'm not sure.
December.
Oh, so is he sooner? Interesting.
Yep.
I genuinely think that
Johnny Gargano.
genuinely think that Kyle O'Reilly will re-sign with NXT. I don't know why. I just get a feeling. Gargano, he's had a terrific run in NXT. If he goes up, and he could end up having some stellar matches with like Shinsuke Nakamura, and he's another one that's going to be in WWE Live tomorrow. Shinsuke Nakamura, so I'll get to watch him again. Love it. Can't wait.
And Rick Boogs.
Yeah, Rick Boogs. So yeah, it's just interesting, mate. It's just interesting. It's very interesting because will they, stick to the WWE, or will they go looking elsewhere?
Well, bear in mind they've got Austin Theory on Raw now, haven't they? As well.
I genuinely don't know why that is.
No idea. But then again, he's young. He's a good prospect. Who knows?
I don't know. I like him, but I don't rate him that high.
But that's I think
he's just got work.
Yeah, I get you. I think
there's just a lot of work that needs doing with him, so I'm just not sure.
I think what they're looking at is he could be a diamond in the rough. He's not quite there yet. They might be just they wanted to build him up.
Did you just say diamond in the rough?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking more so like a diamond in a fucking goat's arse.
No, that's what WWE are thinking, not what we're thinking.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I got you. Point being is, for me personally, if they do extend their contracts, fine, okay, just understand that there's possible consequences that could end up happening. And for the life of me, I'm just going to state, if anybody wants to sit there and say they should definitely sign, and if you're into WWE, that's your choice. And I'm going to point this out: as much as we have dug at WWE today, we still support WWE. We still want it to get better because we know it has been good. We know there was a great period of wrestling from WWE. It's just we expect better from them.
A hell of a lot better, considering that we know what they can do.
Yeah.
Well, or should I say what they have done in the past.
Yeah.
They could easily turn this around very quickly and very easily with just a few simple steps, but they won't do it because I just don't feel like they want to.
I feel like as though they're going to sell.
Either sell or just completely strip it back, because crowds are dwindling, attendances aren't great all round the board compared to what they have been in the past. Because obviously they're the only major wrestling company around 10, 15 years ago.
Yep.
TNA started picking up, that turned to shit. AEW started up, and it's done it the right way. Yeah. It's somebody new with fresh ideas coming into the wrestling industry. It's looking at the audiences and thinking, what can we do that's different, that's been done already, but we could do it better.
Yeah.
And that is AEW. So that's where I will go into AEW now, and I will say that kudos to Jon Moxley for recognising that he has a problem.
And I'm just going to point this out. To have a fan sit there and saying he should never have left WWE because they have a wellness policy, not being funny.
AEW have got wellness policy, you pompous prick. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they have. But at the same time, because Moxley has been to WWE, technically he could use that policy still if he wanted to. He hasn't. He's gone through his current employment. He's done it the right way, and he's done it professionally.
No, I'm not going to be like Mr. Know-It-All, but you could tell something hasn't been right for a bit. For the last 2 months, he seems to be, how can I put it?
Melancholy? Melancholy? Nonchalant?
Yeah, it's been a
Distant?
bit... Yeah, he's been a bit distant. I know he's not fully in the limelight at AEW, but, to be fair, he's stood aside and other people are having a go.
And they were building him back up right now for Full Gear.
Yeah, exactly. So he's admitted he's got a drinking problem. I think we could all see from the beer that he actually drank, either when he was being interviewed or, he said that he'd had a drink, and we'd all compared him to the new Stone Cold Steve Austin. And to be fair, it's a pretty good comparison.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good comparison. He's got the attitude.
But at the same time, Austin even had to stop drinking.
Exactly. So, Austin, he went through the phase of drink. Practically every wrestler's turned to drugs. Maybe he wants to quit the drink before he does turn to drugs. I don't know. Genuinely don't. But I wish him all the best, and hopefully he becomes a better man.
Exactly. And the thing is, he's seen the problem, and it's a good example where, he's reached out for help.
Yeah, exactly. And this is where, hats off to Tony Khan. The whole Jon Moxley thing was actually reported through Tony Khan on the blessing of Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Rather than, WWE Network put out a fucking statement, or WWE put out a statement. It's never, it's very rare that you'll actually get Vince McMahon come out and just go, look, he's had problems, blah, blah, blah. Wish him all the best. And he's always got a place when he's recovered.
Yeah.
No, Vince more than likely would either
keep it quiet.
Keep it quiet, go mad backstage because he's chucked his rattle out the pram. He can no longer suck on the proverbial teat
of Mitch.
Yeah.
What?
Mitch. What was your child's first word? Mitch.
Don't sneeze, damn it!
Just wear the plaid vest and have Brock Lesnar interfere. It'll all be fine. It'll all wash over.
In a no DQ match that ends in a DQ.
Let's all go to the Winchester and wait for it to all blow over. So anyway, like I say, he's recognised the problem. He's coming out. He's going to come out of it a stronger person. I have full faith in him.
Yeah.
Then you move on to CM Punk out in support of him. That feud with Eddie Kingston looked to be a juicy one. Yes, I haven't caught the highlights of it, so I don't want to discuss it too much. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be Punk likes to fight.
No, you'll need to repeat that. Apologies for that.
Oh, did I stutter as well?
Graphical.
I actually... I think Punk likes to fight. Eddie Kingston likes to brawl. I think he will just bring out the best in Punk again.
And Punk will bring out the best in him.
Punk so far has wrestled... I don't like being disrespectful, but the lower card, the mid-card, he's wrestled mid-card wrestlers. He hasn't wrestled people like Bryan Danielson, Hangman Adam Page. He hasn't got that far up, but that's understandable because he's been out for 7 years. And what's even more resonating with this one is that Eddie Kingston, before he came to AEW, was broke. He was literally getting ready to sell his boots before he went to AEW. I didn't like him when he first came to AEW. I found him very, very boring. I found him too gangster wannabe. It just stuff like that doesn't sit right with me. I just think it's a bit shit. It's not original. It's already it's already been done, and if you can't do it any better, then don't do it at all. But now he's kind of dialed back the attitude, and he's actually brought in his street brawler fighter, street fighter type. I'm going to knock your block off. Yeah. That's the Eddie Kingston I wanted to see.
Yeah.
The fire, the passion. Not one that died on top of him because of fireworks decided to fart in the ring.
And he had a panic attack.
And I have a panic attack. I never want to see that repeated, by the way. But so anyway, so I'm looking forward to that match more so than I am the main event.
The build-up has just been absolutely brilliant.
I am genuinely I'm going to be very interested into what happens between now and then.
All I'll say to you is, watch the promo from this week's. That's it.
Highlights. But
no.
I will be watching it.
Watch the whole...
I've got to start previous week, which was Wednesday, Friday, and then this week as well.
Oh, and the Proclaimed are back in the news.
Again? Wow, what have they done now?
Getting praise off fans for some of the the raps that they've been doing.
Yeah, exactly. Now, when I said to you, if you can't do it, if you can't do something better that's already been done, then don't do it. They have actually, I wasn't too keen on them at first, but they've really grown on me with the raps and stuff, is that they are 100 times better and do it 100 times better than John Cena ever could.
What makes it even more funny is they're actually getting praised because of the shots that they're firing.
Oh, come on. Tell me.
At WWE.
Come on, tell me. I can't wait for that one. You've got to tell me now.
No, I'm going to make you wait for that one. It's worth it.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh, better yet, you could always just look it up.
Yeah, I could do that.
But yeah, it's definitely worth checking that one out, because some of the stuff that they've been putting out has just been absolute gold.
It is really, 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 really good. The product itself at the moment is just brilliant.
Is it the Proclaimed?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Oh, no, it's the Acclaimed.
Acclaimed, sorry, not Proclaimed. Acclaimed.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
No, put that down to me. I messed it up.
But yeah, anyway, they've grown on me, so,
Yeah,
I really
the Acclaimed have
enjoyed
been absolutely fantastic lately.
Yeah, but I just love the whole product. I mean, I don't know why fans are booing Cody Rhodes and everything. Well, I do know why they're booing him, but the thing is just that I can't boo him. I can't boo Cody Rhodes. I thought they were going to turn him heel with the way things were going, but no, it's just like Arn Anderson's flipped it on its head. And it's like, kudos to Arn Anderson. He can still get the crowd eating out of his hand.
Yeah.
He can. Oh, fucking hell, man. He comes out, pulls the trigger, Malachi Black and Andrade. Next thing you know, Cody comes in, beats the shit out of both of them. That's where I'm up to, by the way. If people didn't know, that's where I'm up to with AEW at the minute. But I will catch up.
Did you know? Thingy Fuego?
Yeah.
The Fuego.
Fuego del Sol.
No, not that one. The other one, the one who recently got a contract.
Oh, yeah.
He had a tag team match on Dark, because I know you don't watch Dark. Recently, with Fuego 2.
Oh yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, that's oh fucking hell. Don't tell me.
It's not who you think it is.
Oh God.
It's really not who you think it is.
Who was he in WWE?
You're on about Thingy, the Selena Del Sol, who was bloody hell, brain's gone dead.
Begins with a C. Oh, I can just picture him blue and gold luchador mask.
Nope, not that one. Do you know who it was?
Come on.
Cody Rhodes in a mask. It's Cody Rhodes in a mask.
No, I'm gonna you. No. I'm just thinking of because somebody else made a debut on fucking Dark as well. Because this is where I'm getting confused now.
No, it wasn't. I think he actually debuted on the Dynamite.
I'll have to watch. I'd like to say I need to catch up because I know
it might be the first one that you're on about.
Oh fuck's sake! What was his name in WWE?
You're on about Summary Del Sol, aren't you?
Yeah. What was his name in WWE? Come on.
I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I?
Yep. Come on, get tippity tappity too.
What the hell?
You're going to have
to
Google it, Matt Burns.
What the hell was that about?
I don't know. It was just tippity tappy on the keyboard. Get it?
I was wondering what the hell you're smoking then.
I don't know from the sound of it. You want some?
Kalisto.
Fuck's sake. Say his name again.
Kalisto.
Yes.
No. Fuego del Sol was the one who lost to, I believe, lost to the Mr. Game Over, Miro.
Yeah.
For the contract, remember?
That's going to be another a good match as well.
Go on.
Miro and Bryan Danielson.
And do you know why that happened?
I don't need to know.
Remember, you already know.
I haven't got that far.
No, you already know. You already know why.
Has somebody subconsciously watched it for me?
Mox?
With my eyes.
Mox?
Yeah, but I'm not going to know that though, am I? All I know is that Mox is going to rehab. That's all I know.
Well, you do know he's part of the tournament.
I haven't got that far. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'll leave it be.
Fucking hell, Mr. Know-It-All.
I'm not Mr. Know-It-All.
Shut your face then.
Calm down.
I would do, but I'm on my... No, I won't say that.
No! No!
I will not say that. I was very close. Very close.
Listen, if you went that far, I was about to just say, I'm going to have to hire Sin Cara to kick your ass. Well, bear in mind, and I don't mean the original Sin Cara. I mean the one that took over, the one who's been able to kick butt on people's arses at the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Acclaimed have been doing some absolutely amazing work. Enough said.
Enough said.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm very hot.
In case you're wondering what on about, AW fans were loving Max Caster's WWE and Brie Bella lines. That they were. But you'll find out.
But I've got to hear this now.
What?
I've got to hear this now.
You'll find out.
I am. I'm going to find out.
That's what I'm going to say. It's just fucking hell. It is just a holy shit.
Well, I look forward to it.
Yeah. You'll
Ooh.
You'll enjoy it.
Wyndham Rotunda.
Yes.
Expect the unexpected. Hashtag the fiend. Hashtag cult of Wyndham. Hashtag find me. Hashtag seducer, accuser, destroyer. Hashtag revenge is a confession of pain.
Yeah, that's him saying he's going to be revealing his side of the story soon because people are saying he's hard to work with. You're about to find out how difficult he can be when you piss him off.
Yeah. That's actually a tweet that somebody else has put up, not Bray Wyatt himself, by the way. But
true, but he has actually gone on to say...
Yeah, I've just actually got it. I'll just quote it for you.
Yeah, go on.
What do we do now? This is the day after his 90 days was up.
Yep.
Is it 90 days or is it 60?
91.
What do we do now? We wait for the right place. We wait for the right time. Then we turn Rome to ashes, grovelling in the muck of avarice. I don't even know what a word that is. I believe in you too. Oh, that is interesting. Now, we just know that he's going to go down the whole demonic gimmick, but I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing him again. He really just, come on, hurry up. It's been too long now.
I think we've waited long enough.
Oh, yeah, just a tad.
But at the same time, I also think it's actually a genius how he's doing it. The fact is, he's got it now to the point where he's waiting for that just that jump in. Oh, and the quote that you mentioned, that revenge is a confession of pain, that's actually on his official Twitter.
Yes, I know that. I'm just joking, but it's a tweet that was tweeted out by somebody else, but a lot of the quotes are off Bray Wyatt's Twitter anyway. But I'm really looking forward to this.
Exactly.
What a time to be a professional wrestling fan.
Yeah. And I agree with that. 100%. 100%.
Well, have you got anything else that you wish to cover? Because I'm really, really getting a bit too much pain at the minute.
I'm just going to speed this up now quickly. Basically, if anybody wants to hear an interview that happened on 6 Towns Radio last Monday, there was one that happened on last Monday which involved myself on 6 Towns Radio.
Yeah, but not me though, because I'm not important enough.
You were mentioned.
I was mentioned. I feel... No, I'm only kidding.
You were mentioned. You have to be mentioned. You have to be.
I've got fucking staples in my head.
You didn't mention that part.
Oh, and then I've got fucking metal in my face. Do you know how hard it is for me to go on holiday now?
Especially with the scanning. Beep, beep.
I am actually intrigued to see whether that's going to go off. Because it's titanium. Does it pick up titanium plating? I don't know.
It might do, because the last I will say this: just don't go over to America and have that go off, because I'll never forget when it happened to my granddad. I've never seen so many, weapons pointed at one family. He was like, "It's an accident."
Got to. Well, not being funny though. You were in America, so you're gonna get points.
Oh no, my granddad literally walked through with do you know them old tin rollers
Yes.
to hold cigarettes. One of them in his pocket, and it went off. I have never heard. I was like, all I'll say to you is,
Squeaky bum time.
it was smart to wear the brown trousers on that trip.
You wore the brown pants.
Pretty much. But anyway, yeah, recommend you check that out. Of course, because my colleague is going to be tired right now, all I'm just going to say is, you know where to find us. You know where we're mostly associated with and who we're linked with. We of course always going to be advocates for mental health. So understand, we're always going to be the advocates for mental health, and of course, we always recommend you to follow the number one rule of Progress Wrestling, the Burning Truth, and in general life, which is, of course, don't be a fucking dick.
Or a filthy dick. Or a slith.
A slith.
A slith.
Right? Or a fucking nonce. Grow the fuck up and move the fuck on. Be an adult, if you're an adult.
But just don't get putting shows on in their area. They might cry a bit.
Even though I was expecting another line instead of that, but never mind.
Well, I have one for you, and it is from The Longest Yard, and it is actually, funnily enough, from Bill Goldberg.
Go on.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, okay. We'll move on. But anyway, basically, grow the fuck up. Right? We always recommend you to be excellent with each other, of course. And we hope you all stay well and stay safe until the next episode. We hope you check out your local wrestling. Until then, I've been Matt Burns.
And I have been a sore jaw.
That he has.
And that's me, James Irvine. I just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah, you're welcome. And of course, it has been emotional. And until next week, stay well, stay safe, and until then, catch you later.
Bye.